Hello and welcome. Today on BOI Weekly, Bank of Industry supports Rise Network's capacity building program themed The Future of Work and the Fourth Industrial Revolution, powered by local content. Rise Networks is Nigeria's leading social enterprise with a mandate to use technological innovations to promote advocacy, skills development, and job creation for young people. The event brought together key players in the private sector, tech companies and other stakeholders, and young Nigerians who had a field day discussing how technology and its offshoots like data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning are causing disruptions in the business environment and how Africa can maximize the opportunities in that space. I'm Kayode Alayande. Welcome to the program.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Internet of Things, cybersecurity, big data, IT strategy, data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, data mining, blockchain, and even net neutrality. Call them buzzwords all you want, but these technological ideas are spreading like wildfire, putting their hands in every pie and affecting every area of our lives. Talk about banking, agriculture, education, governance, engineering, religion, and commerce. Just name it. The fourth industrial revolution is well underway, sparing nothing, and Nigeria as well as Africa cannot afford to be onlookers like we largely were in the previous industrial revolutions.
Because what happened, the difference between...
That is why Rise Networks, an indigenous social enterprise with a mandate to use technological innovations to promote advocacy, skills development, and job creation for young people, is organizing this forum. Seated here are young Nigerian tech enthusiasts and entrepreneurs, private sector, and other players in the local and global tech industry. The theme of the conversation here is the future of work and the fourth industrial revolution powered by local content. Even though Africa has a fighting chance to sit at the table in the ongoing fourth industrial revolution due to its large, smart young population and the proliferation of the internet, it's already at the risk of lagging behind. But for the convener of this conference, Toyosi Akerele Ogunshiji, the risk of Nigeria and Africa missing in action is just too high to sit still.
This fourth industrial revolution has to be powered by our local content, by our people, by the people of Nigeria. Foreigners see the potential of our country. We, the people, don't see any potential. The biggest investments in our tech startups come from foreign countries, but our richest men in Africa come from Nigeria. We are the country with the highest number of poor people in the world. But 6 out of 20 of the Forbes listed richest people in Africa come from Nigeria. But guess what? The Chinese train their people so well. They are the ones who are going to get all the jobs we should be doing. The best tailors, tilers, artisans in this country today come from Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana. For a country grappling with a youth employment rate of more than 40%. By 2020, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, quantum computing must form part of Nigeria's academic curriculum for our tertiary institutions. So I want a country where an accounting student cross-registers to take data analytics and comes out as an accountant who can do analytics from day one and is job ready for the market, so that you can compete against the China guys, the guys in India, the guys in America and Canada. I want a country where medical doctors will cross-register and take artificial intelligence as an elective, so that before you graduate, you are thinking about how to use predictive analytics to check the presence of breast cancer or cervical cancer in women.
If anything must change, it must begin with our attitude to work, regardless of our religious leanings. A clergyman, Godman Akalabi, says it's important people do the right things at work, in all circumstances.
Church, called Protestant, have so much impact because of how they decided to work, and not separating their work from their religious belief. Because if whatever religion that you affiliate with, there's always a God that is watching. So if we are this religious and when we get to work, God is no longer there, so we can steal. When we get to work, God is no longer there and we can do a shoddy job. When we get to school, God is no longer there, so if we don't study, we can still pass exam. There's a gap. And it's something that we all have to take responsibility for, because this fourth revolution, we must not miss out on it.
In her keynote speech, Country Director for Google West Africa, Juliet Ehimoan, says many of the current and emerging challenges peculiar with Africa can be resolved using technology.
When we talk about the fourth industrial revolution, we're just really talking about an age where computing, where the internet is really at the next level, where we're not just talking about connectivity among people, we're talking about connectivity about devices, and we have big themes like, big data, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. And these emerging technologies can really make a difference to being able to solve local problems, getting local people to create local solutions to our problems. Now, what is going to make this possible? It's having the skill set at our fingertips.
Next is a panel discussion on the impact of technology in the entertainment and creative industry. Joel Benson says anyone who's serious about getting things done must have no room for excuses.
I had dreams of becoming a pilot. That went out of the window very early because I wasn't good in math. So I forgot about that, and then I decided, okay, you know what, maybe I'll do something else, I'll do law or whatever. But lost my mom when, at a very early age. So that also put paid to dreams of going to regular uni. And the question was, so what can I do with my hands? And I've always loved storytelling. I love to read. So I started off just writing. And then got into, made a few friends in the movie industry, started to learn how to use the camera. I'm passionate about learning more. What's the next thing? What can I learn? So it started off as just regular documentary filmmaking over the years. And then last year was the very first time I heard about virtual reality. I had never heard about it before. Well, someone mentioned it to me 2 years before, but I brushed it aside. But last year was the very first time I put on a VR headset. And when I wore it, I said to myself, this is the next level. I'm gonna do this. I don't care what it costs. But just to, key into everything that's been said so far, I think at the heart of our growth, at the heart of whatever it is that we want to achieve, has to be that burning desire, that burning passion to want to just get things done, regardless. You can't give yourself any excuses, because if you look for them, you will find them.
For Canon and Google, their operation is about equipping Nigerians and of course Africans with digital skills that can fuel creativity and boost enterprise.
We pledged to train 10 million people with digital skills. This is just basic digital awareness, how to find information online, how to use online tools and so on. Now, beyond that, we have we've pledged to train 200,000 developers. Now, this is a more in-depth training. This is for current and aspiring developers. So you don't even have to be a seasoned developer. You don't even have to be in the IT field. If you have an interest in learning how to code, how to write programs, you can apply for this training. And so we have support for early stage technology startups. We have a program called Launchpad Accelerator Africa. It's a 3-month program of mentoring and support to early stage technology startups. As part of the program, you get grants, you get access to mentors and experts in the industry and from Silicon Valley. You get infrastructure to do your work, and you get exposed to various tech ecosystems across the region. It's for African startups. We started this in 2017. We've had 4 sets of startups graduate from the program so far, and they're doing amazing things. Collectively, they've been able to raise over $19 million in funding, created about 485 jobs, etc. And then for the creative industry, as you mentioned at the start, it's great to have platforms like YouTube that provide an opportunity for you to share your talent with the rest of the world. And we're seeing a lot of that happening today. We talk about increasing exports from Nigeria to the outside world. Well, within the creative industry, we're already seeing those exports. Now, what this entails is just you identifying a passion point where you have something valuable to offer, to monetize your content and split that revenue with you. So that's a way of also making sure that we attract revenue from the outside in, so that you export this creative talent and you get revenue coming from different parts of the world.
For us as a brand, Canon is a brand that focuses on storytelling. We help people to tell their stories. So we help people to develop their creativity, because my brand is about making imaging products. So we talk about the cameras, we talk about the printers, so which is the input and the output device of imaging. But if people do not know how to use them, how then am I going to sell them? So for me, it's very key. What's very key for me is capacity building, training and capacity building. So we have to train people, we have to train the youth on how to use this equipment. And that is how I want to support the creative industry, or the creativity of our youth.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal, with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works: simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
But I told him something. He nominated me the first time.
Dr. Kayode, an on-air personality, encourages young people to be deliberate about their pursuits in life, while urging people of means to support budding players in the creative industry.
Sometimes you should be deliberate about it, what you want in life. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are doing something that need to be pushed up. We need to start breeding actualizers. We need to start breeding inventors. Where people out there that are young, trying to aspire. And the truth is, I was in an era where there was no Facebook. There was Facebook, you just came in. There was no Instagram then, there was no Snapchat, there was no Twitter. And I think multinationals, please stop putting money. There's one young boy out there who can fly a drone, but he doesn't have a lot of numbers on Instagram. There's one boy out there who can be the best OAP, and he's just doing it with his phone and posting, nobody's liking it. I think more companies need to start researching and seeing real people. We have real people.
This young man says if your village currently has no electricity, you might be sitting on a gold mine.
Many of these solutions that we are developing, especially on the microgrid side, we are predominantly being consumed by emerging economies, South Asia, South America, and a few parts of African countries, Nigeria being one of them. So I opted to come back to Nigeria. I requested to move, and quite frankly, even moving back to Nigeria, I came back earning less than what I was there. But it was also a very tricky time, because then people were very skeptical about renewable energy. You can imagine, because littered in the streets of Lagos were lots of solar street light that wasn't working. So there were lots of skepticism. But it was also a time where I also realized that there were lots of passionate Nigerians as well, equally trying to see how to change the dynamics and bring power to rural villages as well. So at that same point in time, we identified lots of local companies, some of them actually coming straight out of NYSC and really passionate about making a change in their environment. Some of them in the banking institution, and Shebu can share a lot of testimony as well. And we had some special banks equally interested in all of these villages. They deployed this solution, installed a nice solar hybrid microgrid in this community with prepaid meters, having secured seed investment from Bank of Industry and a few other DFIs. These communities are paying for the use of power, enough for these young developers, or I'm talking about energy developers, to make enough money to repay back their debts. And today, it's becoming a national template that even World Bank is now ingesting $350 million to further scale this kind of solution across the country. So you can imagine the level of transition, and the fact that your village is probably enjoying less than 5 hours of electricity is not really a big deal.
Other panelists speak of how artificial intelligence is changing the way things are done today.
Over 60% of Nigerians are not connected to national grid. Those that are connected, they don't have up to 60% of electricity. Okay, so there's opportunity for distributed renewable energy. Bayero University today is gone off grid, I hope you are aware. 8 megawatts of power, 3.5 megawatts out of it solar, with battery backups and generator. These are systems that are being operated by robots, if you can use that word, in an office somewhere in Aromire where Schneider Electric sits, and then we monitor what's happening in Ife, in Bayero University Kano, in my remote village in Kaba, Kogi State. So that's where the world is going into, and the youths have the opportunity. This is the time.
The Bank of Industry is also part of the conversation, being a leading supporter of tech startups in Nigeria. The Executive Director, Micro Enterprises at the Bank of Industry, Mrs. Kemi Adeniji, speaks about managing and embracing technology despite its attendant disruptions.
Technology is a problem solver. It's a problem solver. It changes, it questions the status quo, and it changes how we think about things. The last panel, we learned a lot about what are the skills that we need to move things forward. So it's not so much about, oh, I got this degree. Some of us have asked the question, how do we build on our degrees? How do we make it better? PhD, what have you? Yes, all that is good. But the world of technology also requires certain kind of skills, and it's important that we skill ourselves up in these areas. Active listening, speaking, critical thinking. These are some of the skills that technology will require. It's disruptive, yes, but for the positive.
She goes ahead to give specific instances when technology made the difference in banking sector operations, even here in Nigeria with the Jeep Trader and Market Money initiatives.
This is a bank in the UK where started in 2015 with only 5 staff. That is not normal. So, but on the back of technology, that was done. So with no branches, they were able to reach 3 million customers. They scaled from 500 from when they started to 3 million customers with no branch. And with crowdfunding, they were able to raise £1 million in 96 seconds. So that is only a feat that can be achieved by technology. If I bring that home to our own very program, and I'm sure some of you would have heard about the G program. So if you've heard about trader money, market money, youth money, and all of that, it is something that the Bank of Industry executed and by the team that I lead. So what did we do with Jeep? What we did with Jeep is also scale a program on the back of technology. Use technology to drive end-to-end of the program from enrollment to disbursement. And that program was able to reach 2.3 million beneficiaries in a very short period. And as you can see, it is the most impactful financial inclusion program in Africa. And I think from our own very Nigeria. So again, this is another example of what technology does.
For some people, the big technical jargons in the tech space alone makes them dizzy. Tricia shares how they can use simple tools to scale their businesses.
There are like a million gazillion digital skills you can actually learn and leverage to raise funds to grow your business. Because the bubble of entrepreneurship is in Nigeria is, oh, I have this idea, and if this idea does not work, nothing else is going to work. What I normally say is get a digital skill, earn money to fund your fancy business idea that you want to launch. So I am living proof that if you are able to just pick one, it can be something as simple as being a virtual assistant, right? It could be, there's different things. There are people called DM managers. I have somebody who manages my DM and earns good money every month. It could be designing, like there's so many things you could actually be doing with technology right from your bedroom. And you could use that to raise funds to do whatever it is you want to do. So in 2017, I started teaching entrepreneurs all the knowledge I had from 12 years of working for multinationals. And that business has grown to almost 100 million business. I only teach on Instagram. So I use Instagram, I use webinars, like webinar platforms to teach, especially micro business. When I started, I used to call myself the small business fixer. I left all the big guys because I see that the small businesses, especially the micro guys, are unable to scale. They get funding, some of them get funding, they apply for grants, there are a million grants everywhere, but there's no knowledge, right, to use the money they get to run their businesses.
So how can small businesses ensure they can be found when their services are needed, rather than endlessly trying to create top-of-the-mind awareness?
No matter how many Facebook ads you do or Instagram ads you do, and how much ever you try to be on top of someone's mind, you got to realize that in today's generation there are thousands and thousands of brands trying to get that top-of-mind awareness. And you think about yourself, from the minute you woke up this morning to the time you go to bed, how many ads would you have seen? How many brands are here alone in this room? And how many of them are you actually going to remember? My favorite example is the one of a phone repairer, right? So if I see an ad of a person with, a person who repairs phones, I might see it today, but my phone is perfectly fine today. It's actually 3 months or 2 months down the line when my screen breaks that I'm actually looking for someone. And even if I saw the ad today, there are very, very, very limited chances, unless, my brain is amazingly good at memory, I would actually remember your ad. So one of the things we try to train SMEs on is SEO. How is it that you can use search engine optimization to your benefit, wherein you're not just being on top of a person's mind, but you're actually being there in the moment that they need your service.
No doubt, technology has proven an undeniable way to deliver impactful socio-economic solutions at scale. And the Bank of Industry is not just at the forefront of that conversation, it's actively engaging in the execution. Feel free to reach out to the Bank of Industry today by visiting any of their branches closest to you or log on to their website at boi.ng. You can apply for BOI loans online. Simply download the BOI SME loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. Now you can find me on Twitter at KAY Alayande. Tweet at me should you have further inquiries about the Bank of Industry. Watch previous editions of the program on youtube.com by typing BOI Weekly in the search area. And that's our show for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.